If you think emotional intelligence is just about being nice or calm all the time, you've been sold a lie. Emotional intelligence isn't passive. It's not just for workplace team building workshops or spiritual influencers who never raise their voice. It's the most practical skill you can develop to navigate conflict without losing yourself or bulldozing someone else. And as a psychologist who has helped thousands of couples rebuild trust after breakdowns, I'm going to show you how it actually works in the real world. Life might feel heavy right now, whether it's your relationship or something else. You're in the right place. This is a space for learning, not judgment. The fact that you're here, that is the work. You've already taken a powerful step. If the word conflict makes your pulse race, your hands clammy, this is your cue to soften those shoulders, take a breath, and remember we're all here to learn together. Conflict is normal, inevitable, but emotional chaos doesn't have to be. So let me start here. You don't need to become a robot in order to resolve conflict well. You need to become more emotionally literate, not less emotional. Let me explain why. Part 1, the problem. Emotional dysregulation equals disconnection. When most people hit conflict, one of two things happen. They explode, over-explain, over-talk, escalate, or use shame, or they shut down. They withdraw, they go silent, they freeze. Both are nervous system responses, but what they share is this: neither one actually moves the relationship forward. In fact, they usually cause the other person to shut down or react in return. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean avoiding conflict. It means learning to stay present in the middle of it. Imagine this scenario. First, you shut down or escalate in conflict. Then, leave the conversation with more distance, more resentment, or more guilt. How do we fix it? By learning how to name your feelings in the moment without making them weapons. This is step 1 of emotional intelligence, identifying what you feel before you act it out. Part 2. Why calm down culture is failing you. You've heard it before, just stay calm during conflict. But what if your body doesn't feel safe enough to be calm? What if your calm is actually performative and then you explode later? We have been taught to perform politeness rather than practice presence. More raw truth for you, regulation isn't about being silent. It's about being attuned. You can be passionate and still emotionally intelligent. You can still be down-regulated in your physiology. Now imagine this. You swallow your feelings to keep the peace, but your voice fades and your resentment grows. Where's the emotional intelligence in that? Real emotional intelligence helps you speak your truth with calm, not go quiet to survive. Let me give you a quick phrase I teach couples. I'm noticing a lot is coming up for me right now, and I want to respond, not react. Can we pause for 10 minutes and come back to this conversation? And sometimes it's longer than 10 minutes. That's okay. That's not avoidance. That's emotional intelligence in real time. Part 3, the myth of winning the conflict. If you're trying to win an argument, you've already lost connection. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean you don't advocate for yourself. It means you stop using shame or blame as the vehicle to do it. Here's something I tell my clients all the time. You're not on opposite teams. You're on the same team trying to defeat the pattern, not defeat each other. Another scenario you're probably familiar with. You just want to be heard, but your partner feels attacked. Suddenly it's moved into a power struggle. No one feels safe, no one feels seen, no one feels understood. This is where emotional intelligence can change everything. It can help you separate the truth from the tone so you can voice your needs without setting fire to your connection. Part 4, the 4 pillars of emotional intelligence in conflict. Let's break it down. Self-awareness. Can you notice your emotions without shaming yourself for them? This is your starting point. Not why do I feel this way, but what is this emotion asking of me? Self-regulation. This doesn't mean bottling it up or pushing it down. It actually means choosing how to respond instead of being hijacked by your reaction. It is about creating a pause. Empathy. This one is misunderstood. It's not "I agree with you." It's "I can understand why this matters to you, even if it's different from how I feel." That is emotional maturity. Effective communication. Clear is kind. This means using language that's assertive, not aggressive. "When you said that, I felt dismissed. I know that might not have been your intention, but I need clarity." The more you build these 4 pillars, the stronger your relationship foundation becomes. Part 5, the nervous system connection. You don't have a communication issue, you have a regulation issue. Your ability to stay present during conflict is not a personality trait, it's a nervous system skill. That's why one of the most practical ways to increase your emotional intelligence is this: track. Start tracking your body, not just your words. Locate. Where does your body tense when things get heated? Do you start fidgeting? Do you clench your jaw? Do you hold your breath? Do you wiggle your toes? These can be your cues. Learn to catch them. Try this practice. Before you respond, take a sip of water. That's it. It creates a pause. It grounds you. It can be all your nervous system needs to start rewiring the pattern. Yes, sometimes you might need to do more. This is a good start though. I often say this to clients. Emotional intelligence is like learning to sail. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails to catch it. And the more you learn about your own patterns, the better you can steer, especially in a storm. Conflict doesn't have to mean chaos. It can be the moment you both grow if you learn to stay present, stay honest, and stay human. Here's your emotional intelligence challenge. Identify one recurring conflict you tend to avoid or escalate. Practice naming your emotion out loud, just the feeling, not the story. Use the phrase, "I want to respond, not react." Can we pause and return to this? Reflect afterward. Did I feel more connected to myself? Remember, emotional intelligence isn't about getting it perfect. It's about creating space between feeling and reacting. The more space you create there, the more power you reclaim. If this helped, drop me a comment with your biggest takeaway. You know I love to see them. And please share it with someone who you think could use a bit more peace during conflict. Your next relationship breakthrough might start right here. Actually, this reminds me of a conversation we had in another video. If this is hitting home, I really think you should watch that one next. I'll link it for you right here.